very much. Thank you for having this opportunity. My name is Oliver. I'm coming from the Maersk Moller Center. Today, I'd like to talk about the green shipping corridor. And then maybe I try to respond to Mr. Leo's question. Yes, first of all, I'd like to introduce our Maersk Moller Center itself. Maersk Moller Center is acting as an NPO and established in 2020. And then our vision is to sustainably decarbonize the maritime industry by 2050. And then we have 23 strategic partners and 60 knowledge partners, 4 academic partners, and also 63 mission ambassadors. So the total number of the center staff is roughly 150, and 50% of our staff is coming seconded from those partners. So I'm coming from this corporation. Then our program theme in 2024 is 4 main themes. The one is energy efficiency. Second one is alternate fuels. The third one is green corridors, and the fourth one is advocacy. So today we would like to focus on the green shipping corridors. So what is green corridor? Is our definition is we have 3 type of the green shipping corridors. The one is single port. It will be applied like a tugboat or the ferries inside the port. The second one is point to point, which is, for example, like Busan to Takuma, or Busan to Seattle, or Busan to LA. So port A, between port A and port B is applied for the number 2. The number 3 is a network. Network is for the liners. So not only the A and B, the liner is calling to many ports, more than 3 ports. This is the type 3. So this is the definition of the green corridors types. And also the fuel, type of the using fuel, the study under the green shipping corridor is only for the green, not only for the greens. So it will be applied green hydrogen, blue hydrogen, and green ammonia, blue ammonia, and e-methanol, biomethanol, e-methane, biomethane, and bio-oils. The previous HMM also mentioned there are more than 50 green corridor, shipping corridors. Before 2023, there was 44 green shipping corridors in the world. And Maersk Moller Center has been conducted around 15 green shipping corridors. And the most advanced one is Korea, between Korea and the US, and also Chile to Japan, Chile to Korea. Then the next one is how do green corridors support shipping industry decarbonization? So our green shipping corridor feasibility study methodology consists by 4 parts. The one is 4 considerations. The one is fuel production. The second one is port logistics and bunkering. And the third one is vessel and cargo. And the fourth one is commercial and regulatory enablers. So without having one of the parts, it cannot be feasible to study our green shipping corridors. So we need to gather the knowledge and expertise from each the specialist of each segment of the, for example, fuel production or port logistics and vessels, and also commercial regulatory services. So this is a summary of green corridors. So offer opportunity to identify and prepare the decarbonization solution, scaling. So and helping closing the cost gap with fossil fuel, eventually reducing the cost of bunker fuels. And also having the power to unite the fast movers. This is the point. So we are supporting to the fast movers. This is the definition of the green corridors. And also accelerate the green transition in the country or region. So support industrial leaders or government to deliver on climate targets. Then, how to get started is so many green shipping corridors in the project have been launched, but this is the key essence of the way of the methodology of the green shipping corridor feasibility study under the Maersk Center is the first one. We always do the pre-feasibility study, then moving to the feasibility study. So we are helping and supporting those before the feasibility until the finishing of the feasibility study. From the select and the define and the construct and operate is on the commercial matters. So that's why we are not involved in those phases. So we Moller Center is supporting pre-feasibility study and feasibility study. Then this is the pre-feasibility study phase. So we have two phases. The one is the scoping phase, then after that study phase. So this is consisted by, for example, scoping phase is consortium formation, goals definition, and customization, and then agreement. Then moving forward to this study phase. So study phase kickoff. After the kickoff, we started the pre-feasibility study assessment. Four dimensions. 4 dimensions is production, port, regulation, and so those items, shipping. And then after that, number 6, this is very important, pre-selection of possible corridors. So after the pre-feasibility study, we are selecting which will be the most promising green shipping corridor, together with commercial stakeholders who wants to decarbonize in near future. Then we select the final shipping corridor. This is the pre-feasibility study. So what we are going to study is always the same. You can see what is the energy supply and the fuel production, port and bunkering, availability, and also readiness level, and the vessels trade and the cargo pattern and types, and then also the type of the regulation, what type of regulation will be there, and just and equitable is of each country and region in the green shipping corridor. Then after that, as I mentioned, voting and the commitment is necessary. Then outcomes is the most promising corridors, and also which is the considering with CO2 abatement and implemented also green is the one of the key point of the consideration. So this is an example of the pre-feasibility study. In Mr. Lim also mentioned during the presentation at the COP27, US and Korea has agreed to launch the green shipping corridor between Busan and Takuma, Seattle. Then after that, we talked with the stakeholders, with the Busan Port Authority and DOE, and also Ministry of Fisheries and Oceans, MOF, Oceans and Fisheries. So we studied not only the between Busan, not only the port of Busan, and also Seattle Takuma. We spread out for the candidate of the green shipping corridor ports to also included Masan and Busan, and in US side Takuma, Seattle, and Everett. So we started to study. We studied together with those stakeholders. Those stakeholders are government agencies. This is not involved with commercial operators. Then, after this pre-feasibility study, we proposed 8 potential green shipping corridors. Then we held a workshop of the selection of the green shipping corridor November last year. Then this is the result of the voting. So result of the voting, as you can see, the number 1 and 3, which is the mentioned container green methanol, and 6 and 7 is the second highest voting, PCTC, green methanol and ammonia. So this is one of the selection item, which is the container methanol of San Seattle Takuma. Then second one was the PCTC methanol and ammonia between Masamu-san and Takuma. Then we asked the stakeholders whether they will have interest to do the feasibility study or not. Then, fortunately, we had some stakeholders for studying further PCTC green corridors. So that's why we decided to move on PCTC green shipping corridor feasibility study 2024. So this is the phases of the feasibility study. So it's the same, very similar to the feasibility study. Scoping phases, consortium formation and goal definition, then customization modeling and baseline agreement. After that, we started to the study phase. So in our case, in our green shipping corridor feasibility study of the PCTC, we have, as you can see here, the baseline agreement was, we started the scoping phase from the January of this year. And then we agreed the baseline agreement and the project commitment letters was September of this year. Then we have just started the feasibility study. So we have already kicked off the feasibility study phase and the feasibility assessment along 4 dimensions. So the duration of the feasibility study, we are running around 1 year, and then we split 4 phases. So currently, we are studying phase 1, and then almost we are reaching some conclusion of phase 1. And then this feasibility study is conducted by 4 parties together with Northwest Seaport Alliance, Green Marine, Western Port Authority, and Valencia Research. Then what we are going to do is during the feasibility study is what is the most important thing is to identify the cost gap of the green shipping corridor. The second one is we try to find the potential funding options. Because as you can see, the G is the residual cost gap, but we need to minimize the residual cost gap. But without having the funding options is F1 or F2. Without having funding options or government support subsidies, this will not be feasible in future because otherwise the shipping company need to have such kind of the cost gap, need to pay for the cost gap by themselves. This is not sustainable. This is not a business continuity. That's why we need to try to find out the possible potential funding support from government or international financial sectors. This is a very critical point. Not only for having the green premium on the shipping companies, also cargo owners. This is very critical because the point of the reduction from the bunkering or storage or port dues is very limited compared to the production of the green fuels cost itself. So that's why this huge cost gap is really difficult to, it's really difficult to handle by only shipping companies. That's why we need to find out some solutions. This is the one of the main target of the green shipping corridors feasibility study. So again, it's a kind of a diagram of how to achieve the goal, how to find out the funding options. So anyway, so we are currently trying to get some, find some funding options for the green shipping corridor PCTC between Takuma and Tsutsunosa. Yeah, that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.